Hello and welcome back to another Forward Cameras camera tutorial. Today I want to talk about two different very popular Kodak black and white films. One is TriX 400 ASA or ISO film, and the other one is TMax 400. Now TriX only comes in 400, but TriX is actually very adaptable to be pushed and pulled in the darkroom so that you can use it at other ASA speeds, while TMax comes in a number of varieties of different ASA, I believe 100, 400, and 3200, making it very adaptable to darker situations at 3200 and then brighter situations 100, 400. So I want to talk about what is the main difference between these two. Number one, TriX has been around for a really long time, decades and decades and decades. And it's the go-to film for a lot of photographers. Both come in 35 millimeter and also 120 for medium format and beyond, I believe, for large format. So let's talk about these two films. Grain-wise, this is a traditional film that has grain. So when you take a look at photos with TriX, you'll notice that there's more grain involved. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you're looking for a classic vintage look, I highly recommend TriX. You're going to get that old school vintage black and white photography look. And it's very adaptable, as I said, to different lighting situations. So you can change the ASA and push and pull it in the darkroom. Now, TMax is made differently, and it was developed, I hear, in the 1980s, so it's a pretty new film compared to TriX. Now, TMax is a T-grain film, which means it's super sharp. Now, it's probably one of the most sharp black and white films on the market. So if you're looking for super crisp, super sharp images, TMax is the way to go. But if you're looking for a sort of like vintage vibe to your black and white photography, TriX would be a good Kodak film to choose from. TMax, I hear, even though it's super fine grain, I hear it could also be, and I've witnessed this, a little bit flat compared to the sort of pop you get from the TriX film. Now, they both are amazing films. They're both some of the best black and white films, I believe, on the market, from my own opinion. And they both serve different purposes. Again, if you're looking for old school vintage vibe, TriX, and also a lot more adaptable. If you're looking for ultra sharp pictures, maybe a little duller look to it, I would say TMax. If you're a new photographer, TriX is more forgiving than TMax. So thank you so much for listening to today's Forward Cameras video. I'd love it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel, would check out our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram at Forward Cameras, on Twitter at Forward Cameras, Facebook Forward Cameras, and also check out our online Etsy shop where we sell different vintage analog cameras